The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear, and the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. Today, we play as Howard Phillips Lovecraft, the creator of Cthulhu, and apparently the supreme leader of New England. Pull out your cosmic shield, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to whatever this is. Welcome today to Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. I haven't played this mod in a long time, but we're not just playing Kaiserreich today. We're playing Dankest Hour, episode 2, I guess, Kaiserreich. So that should be fun, should make things interesting, and of course, since we're playing with this mod, we are going to be doing something quite out of the ordinary with this. So we'll be playing as Canada, Iron Man mode. Of course, no historical focuses, because this is not a real historical thing that's going on here in Kaiserreich. Our first goal is to pretty much just wait and be as weak as possible. So I guess we probably should research stuff, because we will be switching over to a different country, and usually they inherit the research of the parent country, but not always. It's kind of confusing. So we'll just, wait around for a while. And of course, Edward VIII is king, and he'll be doing the king's speech soon enough. We'll maybe just do some focuses for fun, I guess. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter what we do here. I don't think. We at least need to be a little strong. Maybe, I can't actually remember. I'm pretty sure we're just fine. We could just meme around. I don't know we'll put this guy in charge. We'll delete the tanks, because we're going a tank-free Canada build. The tanks are gone. We should just delete the templates too. Wait, actually that might be a bad idea if we do inherit templates, which we probably do, maybe? I don't know. So what should the goal be? To liberate the home isles or improve the dominions? And I think it would be best to set Canada up on a path of invading Britain, just to make them weaker if we ever, need to break free. And of course, we'll have no conscription, not because the conditions are better, but it might make them, Canada, just a tad bit weaker. They'll probably switch over eventually anyway, but whatever. Oh, things are going perfectly in America. Someone's broke free, and hopefully there'll be another small breakout. Yep, right there. Oh, and a third one, too. Okay, in America in chaos. The United States of America has descended into a civil war with syndicalists right on our doorstep, and Huey Long rallying forces to oppose both. Chaos has overtaken our neighbors to the south. We are thus presented with two choices. One is to stay out of the conflict and consider supporting one of the non-syndicalist factions, with the hope of eventually having a new ally once the dust is settled. The other is to act Defense Plan 2 and occupy strategic locations while preparing for a worst-case scenario where the syndicalists win. Even though no American faction would be pleased with us, in neither case do official support going to war and wasting British and Canadian lives on a fight that isn't even for the home isles. Okay, so report a faction, no. Activate Defense Plan 2. Okay, the occupation of New England. We will seize it. Maybe risky, but that's a lot of factories there, and we unfortunately don't get New York City, which has a lot of factories too, but this is good enough for our intended purposes, and so we'll just wait until an event fires to set up a puppet state soon. So the Yankee Rebellion, while our intention upon occupying New England was to safeguard the locals from the ravages of the American Civil War, it seems many of them have taken exception. Several leaders in Boston have publicly accused Canada of desiring solely to return the area to British rule, to squeeze whatever we can out of the region so that we can return to the home isles, and that they would have been better off throwing their lot in with their American brothers and sisters. The fever pitch in the area has reached the point where we may have to reconsider our plans for New England self-government or face a long period of uprising, so let's set up the puppet government, play as New England. There we go. So now we're playing as New England with Joseph William Martin Jr. in charge, but that probably won't be lasting for very long. Visional Government of New England. Thanks to our allies in Canada, we are now protected from the Red Menace coming from Chicago and New York City. We have set up a provisional government in Boston, and we are prepared to liberate the rest of our country. Unfortunately, not many people, both in and out of the states in New England, believe that we are truly the legitimate America. Well, that's a very easy choice to make, considering that we are a puppet state of Canada, and the actual United States still kind of exists. And the Pacific states are probably the second closest thing to it, so yeah, I see where they're coming from. Okay, and we just have to decide on a temporary leader, and it will be a very temporary leader. I don't think this has any effect on which route it makes us choose, so we'll just choose someone who's not our current leader so that we can see a new portrait. Oh, cool, nice. Totally worth it. And we got free new divisions. That's cool. We almost have half as many we almost have half as many divisions as Canada. Provincial government. Oh, wait. It's the same event, I think. I don't know. So, the Second Hartford Convention with New England under Canadian protection. The first order of business remains the establishment of a legitimate government in this time of crisis, and the reaffirmation and recognition of the Constitution of the United States as the primary source of law and authority in the nation. Leaders and statesmen are making their way to Connecticut, hoping to make history with their involvement in the preservation of America. Others, however, see the convention as more than an opportunity to not reaffirm the Constitution, but a place to make crucial changes to the document. Okay, so, I don't know how I feel about that. It looks like the New England Constitution or dissolve the convention, and I think it's pretty obvious which route we'll be going today, but while we wait for that focus to unlock, I guess it's probably time we just work on the economy a little bit, because our economy is okay, actually. Like, if you look at Canada, we're actually kind of on equal footing with Canada, just with better manpower. So, and a little worse industry, but we'll be fine. I don't know how overpowered this path is, hopefully a little overpowered. Oh, and we're at war with Panama too, so yeah, that's a thing. Apparently, I don't actually know what happened. Oh, so it was an attack, but yeah, so the Entente's at war with Panama. We got called in, because still, we're a puppet, of course, but that will change shortly. Oh, and what is this? During the Weltkrieg, untold thousands rushed to the relative safety, stability, and opportunity of America. As the war languished on, immigrants flooded New England, quickly and unexpectedly changing the face of the Northeast. With these diverse new interests came new problems, particularly nativist resentment. These problems were only compounded by the economic recession that set in after the Kaiserreich began to isolate the United States of America. This discontent was championed by one of New England's most famous personalities, the celebrity author Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Lovecraft's meteoric rise to fame in recent years is based on his tales of weird and diabolical fiction, seen by both fans and critics as giving voice to the xenophobia, economic insecurity, and reactionary instincts of New Englanders. So, you know, he might be a little controversial, but I swear it's interesting. So we have this what party is National Populists rising? Yeah. Oh yeah, New York City actually fell to the syndicalists. There was kind of a standoff there for a little while. And the Quaker Alliance too, I guess. Oh well, change in radical socialism. Blocks are fracturing. Interesting. The delicacies, nice. Convention or disaster? So, for the better or ill, the time has finally come to gather the Congress and begin the convention, with the Loyal Coalition mere miles from the city's center and gaining ground quickly. A series of roadblocks and checkpoints is hastily erected to slow their advance. Reports abound of nativist mobs descending on these barriers to rip them apart with their bare hands before marching lines of uniformed Loyal Coalition members clear effortlessly through the wreckage. As attendance is counted among the convention, only a thin line of troops separates the Congress from Lovecraft's impending arrival. Oh no, what kind of alternate history is this? Lovecraft storms the convention, sure, okay, so the Loyalists tear open the doors. Enter the halls. In walks Lovecraft, flanked by his young adherents. And there is a penetrating gaze staring into the delegates' very souls. Oh no. So, while the contents of Lovecraft's speech to the convention were never recorded, those in attendance would later say that he delved into every topic, addressed every doubt, and appealed to the secret desires in the hearts of every delegate. Wow. Alt history, wow, interesting stuff. So, he's still not the leader just yet. I believe we have to dissolve the convention first. The first great test. So, Lovecraft may have convinced the convention, but it is our great northern benefactor who will determine New England's fate. Okay, will the Canadians tolerate such a radical firebrand taking control of their erstwhile dependency? And what of the members of the US military who chose to defend their home states in New England when the Civil War broke out? Okay, so Providence holds on to power, the Canadians intervene, or the army takes control. No. He holds on to power. There we go. Does that count as dissolving the convention? Yes. So we'll just build up the economy for a second. Still a puppet state of Canada, and they still really like us, so... Okay, and now we can officially dissolve the convention, giving us some political power, losing some stability, which we are already dangerously low on. Hopefully this war with Panama ends. How is it going so badly? Like, the Entente isn't too powerful, but it's kind of powerful. Like, France has 29 divisions, Canada has 16. It's kind of weird that they're doing so bad in that war. Okay, and now we can work towards, you know, over here, claiming America pretty much and starting war and stuff off. But first, I think we kind of need to actually build up our industry at least somewhat. We need to get some iron and tungsten and things so we can actually stop just trading with people to get everything that we have, because yeah, we don't really have any materials over here really. There are like no resources. There's just a tiny bit of iron. It's not very good. And we finally have enough steel that even with Canada stealing a ton of it, that we actually still can produce some stuff. So that's a good development. I also don't know, is there like a way that we can easily break away from Canada, or is that just something that's going to automatically happen in the future? It looks like we can do everything while being a puppet state of Canada. Be kind of funny, but still, I guess, can we drag Canada into this war? Well, then I guess we don't get any war score because we're a puppet, but I don't know. And this is kind of scary. The combined syndicates are doing quite the good job compared to the other two sides. This might be hard. We need to get in this war as soon as we possibly can, and I'm okay with Canada being our overlord completely. It would be impossible to do this without their help. It might be a bad idea to call them in, because look at all those, that's a lot of divisions right there. So let's get as powerful as we can and then start this war, and then just hope that Canada gives us at least a few of the states that we have cores on, if not all of them. Yeah, nothing does better to increase some war support and stability than letting people read horror. I like that. That sounds good. Do you know what'd be really cool though? If like you could have like Cthulhu or something lead New England by doing this path and like some events or something. That would be a pretty cool secret. I guess it is trying to be as realistic as it possibly can for an author taking over New England. So, whatever. Well, thank you guys for watching this so far, but this has been fun. I'm excited to fight against the syndicates. I'm sure we'll be able to win. It won't be hard at all. They only have like 200 divisions. It's fine. Anyway, hope you are safe wearing your tinfoil hats or something so that the Cthulhu Illuminati don't get you. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, and see you guys next time.